this day to look into another kind of deck. Um, if you remember, some time ago I posted a video about Puffy Toad, so it's Seismitoad and the Slurpuffs, and I talked that I saw the deck first in a Roll of the Dice article. Well, in that same article, I'm going to post a link in the description so you guys can check it out. The writer talks about playing someone using an Aromatisse, Malamar, Seismitoad, hypnotoxic laser build, and it sounded so out of the ordinary that I decided to build the deck myself. So the Pokemon are pretty straightforward. So we have one Darkrai. We kind of need Darkrai if we are playing hypnotoxic lasers. Why is that, you ask? Well, because hypnotoxic laser wants Burbank City gyms, and that means we are not playing the Fairy Stadium to be able to retreat. So there's that. We use Darkrai EX to be able to do that. We also have Malamar EX, which combines with a laser for some disruption. So we drop the energy on Malamar, move it with Aromatisse into the Seismitoad, and attack, keep the opponent item locked, and hopefully asleep with Malamar. Half of the time they will be asleep. Then there's Yveltal EX, which is just a big attacker, like, because we are using Rainbow Energy, I figured that using an Yveltal like the old Big Basics deck used to do, I think that's fine. It's a great finisher. We also have one Virizion EX for two reasons. The first one is it combines with Darkrai EX to let us retreat whenever we want. It also protects our Seismitoads from lasers. And it's also a decent attacker against opposing Seismitoads because it can deal 100 damage for just one energy and 140 if we have the Muscle Band combined with a laser. If the opponent's Seismitoad has not item locked us, which they probably did, but whatever. There's that. And then there's AG/EX, our last dude in the deck, well, except for Seismitoad. I haven't talked about him yet, but AG/EX is here basically for Mighty Shield, because it prevents damage done to our opponents from attacks with special energy. It's not a Pokemon that we use in every matchup, but sometimes it's useful, so if we're playing like another fairy deck, we try not to put it down. I don't know, it's definitely AG/EX and Yveltal EX are like the two cards that, looking at the deck, I could shave off for something else. Not sure about those two, but I could definitely see them going. So, and now we come to the main Pokemon in the deck, which are Aromatisse. I'm playing a 3/3 line. I like this heavy line on the Florges EX deck, and I just figured, I don't know, it's if we can get this going, the deck is so powerful that I think we just need to get it down and start swapping energy around. Even if our opponent has us under Seismitoad lock, we have AZ to retreat, so, and heal off the damage, obviously. So I figure that Aromatisse is really that important. So I'm running a 3/3 line, and then there's 3 Seismitoad EX, kind of a low line of Seismitoad, I'd say, but this guy is not attacking on the first turn anyway, so we might just... I'm not playing double colorless energy, I'll get to that in a second, but because of that, I just don't really mind playing an energy on something else than using Pokemon Fan Club to get, or a ball to get a Seismitoad. So because we don't have double colorless energy, we are not so worried about not starting with Seismitoad EX. But yeah, it's the main attacker in our deck. The main thing with this deck, well, there's the Slurpuff build that draws cards and plays hammers. Then there's the Bats build that basically spreads a lot of damage quickly. This one, you're just the most annoying Seismitoad deck ever. You just keep healing the Seismitoad and dealing damage, and that's it. The cards in the deck are Dowsing Machine, the items. It's our ace spec. It does all sorts of stuff. I mean, we could be playing Computer Search, but I think Dowsing Machine might be better in this deck. Not sure though. Could even be a Scoop Up Cyclone maybe, but I don't know. I feel like having the extra trainer that we might need. It's like a toolbox card for the late game, and I like that. Then we have the 4 Hypnotoxic Lasers, which are part of the basic strategy of the deck. You just use lasers and Malamar to make the opponent really annoyed. while you Seismitoad lock them. Then there's Max Potions, pretty standard. There's actually 2 switch. I'm not sure this is the right number. I feel like I really want one. For those occasions when you don't have the Darkrai X because it's prize or something like that. I added 2 of them, but I'm not sure. Could definitely change that, I guess. Don't really know what I would add. Maybe increase the numbers of some stuff like another Virizion or another Darkrai just to make sure that we get them. Or maybe even play different attackers, I mean like Landers or something like that. So I don't know, there's an option there. I'm playing to switch because I really didn't know what to expect with this deck, but I like the ability to switch when my opponent has me totally locked. Even they might have, I don't know, killed all Aromatisse and all that. I don't know, it just soothes me because they're not playing Fairy Garden, so there's that. I want to save the most energy I can. Then there's 2 Ultra Balls. Pokemon Fan Club gets us everything except for Aromatisse, and Ultra Ball gets us, well, everything, but only one, and you have to discard 2 cards. You know how that works. There's 3 via Seeker. I'm fairly happy in most of my decks playing 3 via Seekers. I think I talked about that before. There's 2 AZ. I like this a lot in my Florges build, and I think I'm going to try the same amount of AZ, because you can heal off under Seismitoad lock, and that's pretty big, and you can also retreat, so it's kind of a switch if you have an Aromatisse into play. There's 1 Colress because we want to put a lot of stuff in our bench. Then there's 2 Lysanders, pretty standard as well. 3 N, I like to run 3 index where I can run 3, and I think this one is one of them. I already talked about that in the Florges build, you can check that out. There's 3 Pokemon Fan Club, which is one of the main, the most important supporters, especially in the early game. In the later game it sucks, but we are playing 3 just so we can get it in our starting hand the most times we can, although playing 4 would kind of be shooting ourselves in the foot. There's some tension there, obviously, but I don't know. Then there's 4 Sycamore, which is the mandatory card for every deck, I guess. Verbank City Gym, we're playing 3 of them. We want to trump our opponent's stadiums. And then there's 3 Muscle Bands to put on our Seismitoads. The energy, I'm not playing double colorless energy because I am already playing 4 Rainbow Energy, and I don't want to depend too much on special energy, I guess. So I'm just going to run Rainbow Energy and the most Fairy Energy I can, which is 6. The Rainbow Energy do all sorts of stuff in this deck, like they allow us to attack with Yveltal, they increase damage on Aegislash, although that's not really a thing. They also allow us to attack with Virizion EX, and they turn on all the abilities of Darkrai and Virizion as well, so we kind of have to play them to be able to retreat and to be able to not get poisoned. So if your meta is heavy on hammers, I don't know if this is the deck for that, but yeah, if we are playing lasers and Verbanks, I think we have to play 4 of this to be able to retreat with Darkrai. So enough with the talking, that was a pretty big deck explanation. Sometimes I take longer because the deck is not as obvious. Let's see, we're playing a Fairy deck with Seismitoad maybe, so maybe Seismitoad, normal Seismitoad with Slurpuff probably. So this is going to be a boring game, I guess, unless one of us can take the opponent out of the game straight away. This is going to be a very, very slow game. We do have a switch for the first turn, which is nice, because our opponent might just play Team Flare Tool on our Seismitoad, so I'm not going to play the second one. Yeah, there's the Seismitoad. Also because he's playing hammers, maybe he's more likely to win here. I don't know about that, let's see what happens, but... Pokemon Fan Club, I don't even know what I'm going to get with that. An Aromatisse for sure, but then... yeah, there's the Swirlix as expected. I think, yeah, our opponent might just... okay, it does not deal us damage with that, but... I guess I can play the second Seismitoad and also this thing here. Let's play the trainer card. Now we can... okay, so our opponent did not play energy. He's most definitely saving his double colorless energy for next turn, so I'm just going to grab a Spritzy, I guess. Our opponent can Lysander out a Spritzy next turn. I think I'm going to grab a second, because I can just use the Dowsing Machine to play the Pokemon fan club next turn anyway, so there is that. I am going to take damage here though. Oh yeah, I won't be able to play the Dowsing Machine now that I think of it. Just fine, I guess. So yeah, I think I have to play the energy here. Okay. So now our opponent is going to lock us, and we are subject to the whims of our supporters, I guess. Really have to draw like a Sycamore or something. Oh, there's a Team Flare Grunt. That was brutal because we really need a... Oh, so our opponent has not... Okay, there's a Verbank that I'm definitely not going to play, and I also don't want to have my energy taken away, so I'm just going to play it here and pass the turn. Yeah, our opponent is drawing 2 cards a turn, which is nice for him, and we are both kind of in need of a draw card supporter like an N, or I don't even know if I'd play an N. Okay, that thing fails. I protected my energy by playing it here, but I would play it here anyways because my Seismitoad is just going to chill there for a bit, I think. Let's just grab 2 other Pokemon, I guess. Sure, while we can use the item. So let's grab, I don't know, Virizion, I guess. If I can grab a second energy, that would be nice. And I guess an Aegislash, because if my Seismitoad dies, my opponent will never deal damage to our Aegislash, so that's something to keep in mind. I've got no cards left in hand, but that can easily change if I draw a Sycamore. Maybe? Please? Pretty please? I don't know what my opponent is even thinking about, I mean. So he draws a card of a Slurpuff, which is expected. Wow, it's taking a long time to think. Hayasaki desu, my opponent's name. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, I guess. Yay, Sycamore! Woo, that was nice. I guess crying for it actually helped. So I'm going to heal our Seismitoad, move the fairy energy, the rainbow energy over there, so just that it gets healed. And now I'm going to play the second one and actually go from there. So if my opponent does not draw, he has a Team Flare thing to, I mean the Team Flare Grunt, is that, yeah, to remove our energy, but whatever. I feel like this was very, very good for us. I'm going to play the N next turn also, so might just throw an energy there. There's a Chorus. Maybe I should just max potion my Seismitoad, second Seismitoad, because yeah, if my opponent draws a double colorless, and is bound to, I mean, I guess, I'm not going to heal that. I'm not going to play that potion anyway, so. Or maybe he's playing water energy in this deck, and he wants to have a turn to use his big grenade hammer, and we get that turn to heal. Yeah, there's the water energy. And he plays, oh yeah, he played the Colress instead of the other thing, so he assumed we had a lot of cards in hand. Enough, at least. Okay. So now he's going to item lock us, so I think I'll just play this max potion, I guess. Yeah, why not? Whatever. Just going to play N here. There's a stadium, but we have no lasers, so I'm not going to do that. Although our opponent cannot do anything to our dudes anyway, so yeah, whatever. I'm just going to... Okay, so he's not playing his laser, so I'm going to fairy transfer our rainbow energy to our Virizion, I guess. Or maybe just to our Aegislash, yeah, whatever. It doesn't really matter, I think. Let's Quaking Punch, not lose too much time there. saving my Rainbow Energy from a Team Flare Grunt, now that my opponent is item locked. That's the only supporter you can play that removes energy, I guess. I mean, there's Xerosic, but I don't know if my opponent is playing it. And if there is, it doesn't matter, so just making the most out of our thing here. So, because we have the second Seismitoad in hand. Ooh, so our opponent plays a Lysander, which I don't think does anything here. I mean, he will be taking less damage, I guess. But we can actually play AZ here and retreat and just go with our second Seismitoad. Or maybe even play an Yveltal. Don't know if that would be good or not, but I guess there's something we can do. So I think I will AZ, just because that's a free retreat. Okay. Playing a second energy, I guess, here. Do I play the Yveltal or not? I don't know. I think I won't play it. Or maybe I do. I don't know. I'll just keep it in hand. If my opponent ends, whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, bam. Let's see what happens here. Next turn I feel like I have to make a decision on what to put down. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with 2 Spritzy, but I felt like, yeah, I should, because my opponent could just Lysander out if I just got one. And he had the double colorless energy. I mean, I did not know what he had in hand, so might just got my Spritzy and killed it, and we would be left with no Spritzy. So I guess we did the most out of our thing. And then I had to play the Varisian EX down, because I needed the Verdant, I needed the healing, not to get my guy knocked out, and then I just felt like Aegislash was pretty good in this matchup. I don't think my opponent will ever be able to deal damage without a double colorless energy on it, on his dudes. I mean, he can, but that's rather unlikely, I think. So, yeah. I don't think I need Yveltal. I think I can just slowly kill my opponent here. So I think I will play the Seismitoad EX. I think you guys will only get one game, because this is going to be a long match, I feel. Okay, there's the 50 damage, and we can now kill his Seismitoad. Alright, we are item locked, so I will not play any stadiums, so I'm just going to put this guy down and then play an energy on Varisian, I guess. And Sycamore. There's another Aromatisse. I'm going to drop it down. That Fierce Seeker is useless, I guess. Yeah, so I guess we just Quaking Punch here. Maybe one of those switches could be like a Team Flare Grunt. I think that would be nice, actually, if we had that Team Flare Grunt here, to be able to remove double colorless energy when our opponent is kind of struggling. Would have been big game, I guess. I have to keep my opponent item locked. I cannot attack with Varisian, unfortunately, because he can just go nuts and take all our energy away, I guess. I just don't know how many. If 3 hammers hit, there go all of our rainbow energy, and that would suck. So I'm just going to keep hitting his Seismitoads until there's only one left, and then I will kill it that way. Okay, so there's 30 damage on that. We'll be playing this thing and moving it around. Fairy transfer, using this to put on this, I guess, and also this thing here. Okay. And just Quaking Punching for 50. That's awesome. I think I don't even care about Swirlixes. I think I just, or Slurpuffs. I could Lysander one out, but I think I just want to hit my opponent's Seismitoads. If he plays another down without energy, I think I will Lysander it out, just so that I have the chance to maybe get a turn without being item locked, just so I can grab like the AZ and play the laser. That would be nice. Extra damage and extra healing. But other than that, I think I'll just keep playing energy, putting energy down, and letting my opponent end us to death. Because we got everything we need in play, I think. Did we discard the Seismitoad? No, we put it down. Yeah, I forgot about that. So there's still one Seismitoad floating around. So even if our opponent kills this guy here, plus I'm dealing more damage than he is, so there's also that. Yes, he's 4 turns away. Still needs 4 turns to kill us, and we need 3, I guess, to kill him. So I guess this Seismitoad is going the distance. There's the other Seismitoad, and there's a double colorless energy, so no use in Lysandering that thing out. I think I'll just keep attacking with this Seismitoad, and then I can go with Virizion EX, actually, to deal a shitload of damage, because I don't think my opponent will be able to do much with that. So there's another energy, and there's another Quaking Punch. Alright, let's go. Our opponent spent a long time thinking. I don't know what he or she was thinking about. Okay, it's a girl in the picture, so I'm going to call her she. I don't want to be gender normative. Maybe she's a girl that identifies as male, or a guy that identifies as female. I don't judge. I'm cool with all you guys, alright? Love you all. Yeah, my opponent will never kill our AG Slash. But we will never deck him out because he has Lysander. She has Lysander, sorry. Lysander's trump card, I mean. So there's no way that game will end with a deck out, I feel like. Unless that Lysander's trump card is prized and we just go the distance, but I think that's really unlikely here. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I mean, I'm talking a lot because I know the game will be kinda slow, I guess. Okay, so my opponent is taking a long time to think here. So it's going to deal 30 damage to us, and then we kill him. Okay, and then we have our second Seismitoad, I guess, so just play that thing. So we will sacrifice this Seismitoad, but I think it will be too late for our opponent anyways. Even though this Seismitoad has the muscle band on it. I think Virizion and EG Slash are just going to be enough here. Just hope my opponent doesn't have like a thousand hammers in hand or something. So there's an N, as expected. Ooh, there's an AZ, I wish. Oh no, it's actually quite on time, right on time. Because I can kill his Seismitoad with 30 damage. So I can just grab our Seismitoad back into our hand, which I think I'll do just that. So this thing goes here, this thing goes here, whatever. Alright, I'm done. Now let's AZ this thing. Let's go with this guy, and then let's play this thing down. So you see how this deck works. This is really annoying, I guess. So now we're back to 30 damage, but I don't think it really matters that much, because next turn we can just Virizion EX. Or AG Slash. For the win. And we have so much energy. We did not have to sacrifice our 2 energy, as I was thinking we would have. So our opponent is going to be... I mean, I guess 3 enhanced hammers would kill our AG Slash. It would kill our chances of attacking with Virizion EX. But there's also AG Slash, which cannot be killed, I think, by his dude. So I'm just going to soften. Yeah, our opponent concedes. I think we got our machine working way sooner than he got his, and also AZs are really good in this deck. That's all I have to say. Wow, I just felt, yeah, this was a really long game. I don't think, and also this deck takes a long time to play matches, so I don't think we have time for more. That would make this video gigantic, and I don't really have more time to record today. Sorry, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this. It's a nice take. Some people are starting to play the deck like this, I guess, with a lot of variations. I've actually played a deck yesterday that kind of had Malamars in there, but no hypnotoxic lasers. Yeah, I guess you can mix and match to your tastes. Aromatisse is awesome that way. So I guess that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you have any comments, please write them down. I actually have something to say. The other day, someone downvoted a video on my. I'm not downvoted. Added a dislike on YouTube. Totally fine with that. I just want to say, if you guys have something that you don't like with the videos, I read every comment. So please, 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 please tell me what I did wrong, what you didn't like, because that would actually help me improve. I mean, if you see something on YouTube that you don't like, and maybe it's a big video from a huge ass YouTuber and is famous and all that, and you won't read your comment, but I will, so I can just make it better for you guys. So I think that's a win-win situation, because I get people telling me and what I should be doing better, so I'm improving, and also you guys get better quality. So okay, that's all I had to say. I hope you guys comment about the things you don't like, and I hope you enjoyed this video and the videos I put up in general. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.